A deputy director at the California Office of Emergency Services is resigning tomorrow.
And tonight, for the first time on camera, we're hearing from the woman who sued him, saying he sexually harassed her. Kendra Boyer spoke to exclusively to KCRA 3 Investigates Lizzie Mitri about what she says happened while she worked at Cal OES and why she says the problems there go beyond just one person.
They dedicate everything.
During a disaster.
Very long hours, 7 days a week for extended periods of time.
These are the people who step in to help. People at the Governor's Office of Emergency Services, or Cal OES, some who now say they could have used help themselves.
I was terrified.
Kendra Boyer is suing her former employer, claiming the governor appointed Deputy Director of Recovery Operations, Ryan Burris, sexually harassed her starting in 2020.
The conversations were not appropriate conversation to be having with a subordinate.
Conduct she says Cal OES failed to fully investigate.
I mean, it was everything from phone calls to text messages to memes.
Communication included in the lawsuit, like this text saying, "Good morning, beautiful," or comments she says he made, like saying another manager definitely thinks we're sleeping together and I wish I had someone like you, or once at a hotel telling her, "You have to come and see my room." She also says Burris would complain about his wife, then Labor Secretary Natalie Pelugii, calling her his soon-to-be ex-wife, saying he wished she was more like Boyer. And when they responded to a disaster,
he started showing up to my hotel unannounced. He would bring me gifts.
But Boyer worked under Burris and says at first
he had referenced the Dead to Me list many times.
She was scared of retaliation if she spoke up.
It was almost, when he'd talk about this Dead to Me list, it was almost like it was a threat of, this is what I've done to these people, and if you do the same, this is what's going to happen to you.
When Boyer reported it anyway in 2021, she says her claims were quickly and unfairly dismissed. According to her lawsuit, the agency found no inappropriate action on Burris's part.
And then look what happened.
She says she experienced stress, anxiety, and depression because of the retaliation that followed, and she resigned.
I was forced out of a career that I had been building for the better half of a decade, or more than a decade. It's a career that I love and was passionate about.
Years before her.
It's just incredible that that went on for so long and that nobody did anything about it.
Steve Larson also sued Cal OES and Burris with some similar claims.
Very toxic work environment.
He says when he reported potential fraud and a complaint from employees that Burris had sexually harassed at least 4 women back in 2019, neither concern was taken seriously, and he says some of his emails were actually forwarded directly to Burris. Boyer's lawsuit actually shows an email exchange about Larson's allegations between Burris and Nancy Ward, who's now the Cal OES director.
It's just noise. Who says that? In my mind, OES failed. They failed with me, they failed with Kendra.
Cal OES and Burris deny all allegations in Larson's ongoing lawsuit. They have yet to respond to Boyer's. But in a statement, they say sexual harassment in the workplace is an affront to our values as an organization. It has no place in Cal OES, and it has not and will not be tolerated in any form. Burris did not respond to our interview requests, but KCRA 3 Investigates did obtain his resignation letter. He says he's leaving tomorrow to move back to the East Coast with his wife, who got a new executive role. Still, Boyer's concerns with Cal OES go beyond Burris.
I think it's systemic. I think he is obviously a protege of an environment that allows this type of behavior.
Lizzie Mitri, KCRA 3 Investigates.
Well, it is still early in Boyer's legal battle, but Larson's 2020 case is set to go to trial in October.